Slovakia's Prime Minister Robert Fico was shot multiple times and gravely wounded after a political event in an attempted assassination that shocked the small country and reverberated across Europe. Local JOJ television reported that a man in the crowd opened fire at the Prime Minister when he came out of the building to greet the residents of the city. The 59-year-old politician was reported to be fighting for his life after being hit in the stomach. At least 4 shots were fired outside a cultural centre in the town of Handlova, nearly 140 kilometres northeast of the capital, where Fico was meeting supporters, the government said. A message posted to Fico's Facebook account said he was taken to hospital in Banska Bystrica, 29 kilometres from Handlova, because it would take too long to get to the capital Bratislava. A suspect was in custody, the country's president said in a televised statement. Fico was taken by helicopter to hospital. The motive for the shooting was unclear. Fico has long been a divisive figure in Slovakia and beyond, but his return to power last year on a pro-Russian, anti-American message led to even greater worries among fellow European Union members that he would lead his country further from the Western mainstream. Thousands have repeatedly rallied in the capital and across Slovakia to protest against Fico's policies. The attack comes as political campaigning heats up 3 weeks ahead of the Europe-wide elections to choose lawmakers to the European Parliament. Concern is mounting that populists and nationalists similar to Fico could make gains in the 27-member bloc. Fico, a third-time premier, and his leftist Smer or Direction party won Slovakia's 30th September parliamentary elections, but politics as usual were put aside as the nation faced the shock of the attempt on Fico's life. As the news broke, the main opposition parties, Progressive Slovakia and Freedom and Solidarity, cancelled a planned protest against a controversial government plan to overhaul public broadcasting, which they say would give the government full control of public radio and television. Slovakia's President Zuzana Čaputová condemned the attack in the strongest possible terms and wished the Prime Minister an early recovery. The President of Poland, Andrzej Duda, announced, "I am shocked by the assassination attempt on Prime Minister Robert Fico. The cruelty of this attack is unimaginable. My thoughts and prayers are with Robert Fico, his family and the people of Slovakia." Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk wrote on social media, "Shocking news from Slovakia. Robert, my thoughts are with you at this very difficult moment." Condemning the attack, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen said on X, "Such acts of violence have no place in our society and undermine democracy, our most precious common good. My thoughts are with PM Fico and his family." Expressing shock over the incident, European Council President Charles Michel said, "Nothing can ever justify violence or such attacks." Similarly, British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak said on X, "Shocked to hear this awful news. All our thoughts are with Prime Minister Fico and his family." German Chancellor Olaf Scholz also said, "I am deeply shocked by the news of a cowardly assassination attempt on Slovakian Prime Minister Fico. Violence must have no place in European politics. In these hours, my thoughts are with Robert Fico, his family, and the citizens of Slovakia." Expressing shock over the cowardly attack, Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni wrote on X, "Also on behalf of the Italian government, I wish to express the strongest condemnation of any form of violence and attack on the cardinal principles of democracy and freedom." Both Dutch Prime Minister Mark Rutte and Romanian President Klaus Iohannis condemned the attack with posts on X. Iohannis wrote, "Appalled to learn about the shooting of the Slovak Prime Minister Robert Fico. I wish him a full and speedy recovery. I strongly condemn such extremist acts which threaten our core European values." Rutte said, "Shocked by the shooting of my longtime colleague Prime Minister Robert Fico of Slovakia. I wish him much strength. My thoughts are with him and his family." Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban said, "I was deeply shocked by the heinous attack against my friend Prime Minister Robert Fico. We pray for his health and quick recovery. God bless him and his country."